But also because Viber has, we operate in over 190 countries, while the Philippines is considered one of our top 5 countries. This means that our features, a lot of what we do is actually inspired by the Philippines, and we will share about this a bit more. Some of you might ask what makes or what's the reason a country becomes a top Viber country. Some of it is related to rationale, some of it is a mystery, but I think we can, with everything related to the Philippines, I think it's pretty clear, right? The culture of connection being spread over 7,000 different islands, the strong family values, the hard work ethic, the need to be connected, right? So, and also the Philippines is the SMS capital of the world, right? Number 1 in the world for media and social use and texting, the English language. So I think all of this kind of combines into a perfect storm where in this height of this relationship is Viber in the Philippines. So we're going to share what we're going to do. Some of these products were conceived, originated in the Philippines. Some of them were brought from other places, and that's how we see the Filipino and the Viber relationship. It's kind of a two-way relationship, where on one hand, some of the products will be conceived here and be launched here, while some of the global trends will be brought from outside. So I'm going to share a little bit about global trends and how they manifest in the Philippines with relation to everything we're doing at Viber. So starting off, the global trend of being on social and being connected all the time, if we combine that with the traits of the Filipino work market, we see that the international remittance from the Philippines is something like 3 times higher than the international average. That is because the Filipinos have 10% of people working abroad. So this need for international remittance is significantly high compared to the global stage. This is where Viber comes in with Viber Pay, a solution that will allow people, or once launched, and we're working very hard to launch it, will allow users to transfer money from between each other inside the Philippines, allow to purchase and transfer money within businesses, and later on allow international remittance. So this goes hand in hand again with the global trend of moving to social and the high usage in the Philippines. If we go to the next trend, efficiency in managing lifestyle, right? So we use our phones more and more, but we use less and less apps. That's the rise of super apps, which are very popular here in Asia. And what we see is that mobile commerce is significantly growing, but it is significantly large here in the Philippines, which is a mobile market first. Again, tying this up to our super app strategy, which means people will do more and more actions on a single app. In this case, Viber, connecting Viber Pay, and our business strategy, which I'll share in the next slide. Again, the ability to interact with businesses small or large, and then complete a financial transaction on the same platform. And the third and last trend, again, is the way we interact with businesses. Email is still the number 1 way to interact with businesses, but we see it's slowly disappearing out of our lives, with people using more and more social messaging app and texting. Unsurprisingly, the Philippines is number 1 in the world in texting, and also in communication with businesses. And this is where Viber Business Messages come in, where they offer an experience which is a win-win-win. It's a win for the user because a business message is more engaging than a text message. It's a win for Viber because we get to do more business, and it's a win for the business because a business message is converting more. It's rich in text, it's rich in message, and it's more appealing. So this third trend of doing more business on your mobile, moving away from emails, we can see it's also very relevant. So during this next 30 minutes, my colleagues and I will show you how Viber is strengthening our positioning as a super app in the Philippines. At the end, we have a surprise unveiling for you, so please stay till the end. But for now, I'm going to introduce David, who's going to share with you a little bit on Viber usage in the Philippines and some of the recent developments.
Thank you, Olivier. Right. Good morning to our friends from the media and of course, our global stakeholders, Ophir, for coming to the Philippines. So it's really great for me to be here again, speaking with you, to sharing amazing performance and exciting news for Rakuten Viber. So let me go to the next slide. I want to first highlight and begin by saying that Philippines continues, as what Ophir mentioned, to be one of the highest growth countries globally for us in Rakuten Viber, with 21% year-on-year growth on our monthly active users and 17% growth on our channels and communities, in which a significant contributions come from micro, small, and medium enterprises, sharing content of their business passion, like in the category of food and shopping. And a whopping more than 200% of our business users leveraging on our AI chat summarizers to really take advantage of this to manage their busy life with loads of information and communication coming in. Now, this is a tremendous growth for us once again this year in the Philippines, and we're expecting more in 2025. So for me to start, I will first thank all the users of Viber for putting their trust in Viber first. So thank you. All right. So speaking of MSME, as I mentioned, so we have been champions of MSME for more than 2 years in the Philippines. And we are growing significantly as a platform of choice for conversational e-commerce. We believe strongly that a great buying experience with a business and customer comes through a great conversation, right? Which leads to trust, sales conversion, and ultimately repeat purchase and customer loyalty. So this is very important for us as we build the small business account for small business from ground up, is to provide benefits for our users, for the merchants to put all their product offering in a single business page, customer engagement, and ultimately to increase the discoverability to more users in Viber. Now, this is so important for us. And as we grow globally for this feature, we will double down this year with premium features coming out this year, from browsing to checkout all at one place. So this is going to be exciting for us as we step into 2025. Very interesting growth for us on the business account with small business. You can see another whopping 194% year-on-year growth of this business owner joining the features, and ultimately they're also engaging customers with a growth of 74% year-on-year. This is a holistic growth as an ecosystem, and we see this not just from the merchants, but also from the customer perspective. So this is really good for us as we understand the features really benefit to our merchants and users alike. So you have heard that much of our growth, but it's very important for you to understand from the merchants themselves. It's important for us to know how the feature actually benefit them, and at the same time, most important, how it impacted their business. So it's important for us to continue to listen to users, listen to our customers, how our features will continue to evolve and give them the benefit that's relevant for them. So with that, let's hear from our merchants. So this is a great performance and testimony of our business account for small business, and we continue to grow as I mentioned. So stay tuned for the exciting premium features coming out in 2025 and having more impact to our merchants and customers in the Philippines. So with this, I end my presentation. I would love to, my honor to invite Noah, our B2B lead, to show you a little bit more on the business side. Thank you, Noah.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, David. Yeah, it was very interesting to see the inside look on the SMB, but it's not the only thing that we're doing at Viber as part of our super app ecosystem. So you can see here we have a long way behind us and ahead of us. So we started at 2010. We actually started with our users, free calls for users, the text messaging, and over the years we added more and more capabilities, more and more features to help our users with their daily tasks. And sometimes in 2016, we also launched our advertising solutions, our business messaging solutions, because we actually realized that users are spending, people are spending a lot of time on mobile, so probably the brands wants to be there and communicate with them. I want to show you a little bit of how the brands and businesses in the Philippines are using our solutions. Maybe. Right. So you probably already, since you live here, already familiar with our business solutions. So starting from advertising, the Viber ads, the stickers, everything that we already have for years, or receiving business messages or chatbots. These are things that are already available for many years, especially here. So we don't stop with what we have. We always continue to do more for our users and for our businesses. So in the next slides, I will share with you our latest recent developments and what's coming for 2025. So we will start with advertising possibilities for brands. Already available and already in use is, we'll start with the branded Viber gems. So gems are actually very nice animations that are triggered by a specific keyword. So you probably know when you type happy birthday, happy new year. So what we actually did is to give brands the opportunity to have a branded animation. And apparently it's a very popular and loved feature, because we actually won, I think, 5 awards already. And here in the Philippines, we had a few local brands that were using it, Share Treats and Nido. And of course, globally, Fanta and L'Oreal and Puma were already using it. Another thing that is already available as a solution is the click-to-message ad. So it's an ad that once the user clicks on it, it leads him to a predefined chatbot where they can continue with the purchase or ask the relevant questions. And then coming in 2025, so you can see on the right side of the screen a very large and very visible and interactive ads. This is what we're aiming for. So full screen ads and a video ad that can showcase better the brand's offering. And I'm sure you already heard about our dating solution that we already released a few days ago. So we will have a placement for the dating. And something that is very interesting that is also coming in 2025 is generative response ads. With the rise of the AI, we also wanted to be an advanced platform that can actually generate and fit the trend. So it's actually an ad that can talk. So users can go inside the ad and type questions, and by powered by AI, they can get the answers. And if we look at the new possibilities on the communication side, so already available on the market recently are few solutions on the security side, because it's really the top and most important thing for us, the privacy and security of our users. So verification messages, one-time passwords. When you are receiving the PIN codes, or that. So what we did, we actually created a predefined templates. So when users receive those messages, they can see the template. They can click quickly on the copy, and it will just copy the code, and that's it. They don't need to do anything after that. Another thing, which is actually, it was a long project, but an amazing project, the Secure Plus messages. It's a request that came from one of our banking clients in Europe. They are sending sensitive content to their customers. So we wanted to make sure they wanted to make sure as well they're sending the messages to the relevant person, because they are sending a statement of accounts or PIN codes. So we developed an algorithm that runs a background check and make sure that the phone number that the bank is sending the message to is the phone number is not linked to any suspicious activity. It's a verified number, and only then, after we get the green light from our algorithm, the message can be sent to the user, and it gives the bank really they can relax, and they know that they're sending those details safely. And for 2025, what's coming? So also a demand from our clients is the carousel messages. It's actually, you can look at it as a mini catalog for the brand, so they can showcase five products they want to market. And for the user, it's very easy. First of all, they can easily and nicely see the image, and they can navigate between the options and then choose from the one that is most relevant and fit them. Another thing that is interesting, and again, is more about interactions and connections, like Fear said, and of course it's part of our DNA. So we also want the brands to be able to interact more and engage more with the clients, is the list messages. It actually a single message that can help businesses to collect feedbacks or to ask questions with predefined answers. Even, for example, for delivery purposes, right? The business wants to send a confirmation on delivery time or the address. It's very convenient, and so we're pretty positive that it will be a high usage with this. And last but not least, the Viber business calls. So we are messaging up, but we're not limiting ourselves, right? There are a lot of people that still prefer to use phone calls, and they do prefer to be the one that decide how they want to interact with the business. So if they want to interact by messages, fine. But if they want to go to the profile page of the business and click on the call button, so we also want to be the one that can give them this opportunity. It's free for the clients, for the users. They can do it from anywhere in the world, even without an internet, because it sits on our calling system. And I had something else to say about it. It's I think for now at least we are the only app that actually allows something like that. So it's very unique for us. And overall, when we look at the past and when we look at what we're doing and what we did so far and what we're planning ahead, we actually see that a lot of users appreciate those solutions. So they are engaging with customers. A lot of brands are doing the same. They continue and they buy the ads, so because it works. The users have more and more impressions. The businesses, they're doing the business messages and using it for not only one type of messages, right? So they send transactional messages, they send the OTPs, they send promotional. They also recently do more and more conversation. So overall, when we see this, we can be very happy because it really indicates that we're going in the right direction and we're providing solutions that are useful and benefit both our users and our clients. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Welcome.